Okay, model railroaders. This is Joe from Black Rock Central. Basically, take two. I had done about a 15-minute video before, and for one reason or another, the camera decided it didn't want to participate. So this is part two of the scratch build for Jack Jack. I had ordered a whole bunch of shingles back on May 12th, 2 packs of them. And they finally decided to show up today. So, as you can see, I've added quite a few shingles to this structure, to the roof, on the other video, but we're going to have to do some reshooting now. So, let me get in my little spot here and show you what we're doing. These shingles are a self-adhesive. Peel the backing off of them, press them down, cut off the excess, and continue with the next row. So we're just going to do a couple of them here, and so that you can see what I've been up against here or playing with. These shingles have a separation in them to where you can take just a couple pieces off of it or peel the whole backing off, which, depending on which direction you're going, depends on which ones you want to leave on there. So we're going to take this one here. Some people put marks on the roof to give you a lineup mark. I've been doing mine strictly as a line of sight.
Call from Baltimore SE.
No. No. Don't need that call, so that's okay. I've been doing mine just kind of eyeballing where I think level is. So far it's working out halfway decent. Once I get this side here done, I do have the other side yet to do. And then we'll have all the shingles on here, and we can get this building, the building itself, finished. In the meantime, I have been working on the base a little bit, try to get some of the ground cover in. In the first part of this video, I said that this freight house was built back in 1896. The Northern Central Railroad, which ran from Baltimore up into York, Pennsylvania. This structure is actually still standing, as you can see from some of the pictures in the earlier videos. Which was handy, so that I could go up there and get some nice photographs. Let's see if we can't just get a couple of these cut off of here. And we will use the remainder of this instead of a whole nother sheet, or instead of a whole nother strip. the Northern Central Railroad eventually was taken over by Pennsylvania, which gave them another route from York, Pennsylvania, right down to the Baltimore Harbor. For any of their shipments, which was probably very handy for them. We can use right here just to the first cutoff. I know this part's probably kind of boring for anybody that's watching, but it's one of those things where at least Jack has something to look at when he wants to look at his contest entries. And really drop the piece down on the floor, so. That, and where's the cutoff for the other one here? Right there. Looks like. I think as far as this section of video goes, I'll just finish up this side here and then cut it off. The other side will be done the exact same way. And no sense in you having to sit here and watch me do this another 40 times. And what is nice about these shingles is they do give you a material for the caps to go over top all the edges. But that ought to be a real treat in getting those cut and fit. But that's the last step in the roof. I do still have to make a smokestack for this too, because they did have a I guess it was either a wood burning or a coal burning stove in here for warmth. And on the track side is where it shows up, which I believe is this side over here. So we'll have to eventually get a hole cut in here and get a stack put in there. But here again, that won't happen until all of this mess is done. Looks like probably 3 more of them will do it. do here later on. I'll probably only do this side tonight because then I'll turn this thing upside down and add some weights to it so that everything has a chance to set up good. Because I don't want to see any of these things peeling off before I finish the build anyway. So I think that's going to do it for this side, or actually this end. I think that's enough of them on there. The caps will cover up any gaps that we have up top there. Trim all these off with a pair of scissors here. And then after I'm sure everything is perfectly dry, then we'll come back down with a razor blade and do any trimming that I need to do. So we're not doing too bad here. I think the cap will hide a world of sins. That's how I had to build my roof, to brace it up good enough to where everything laid flat. And I think it did. Comes out halfway decent. All the rafters are showing like they should once it goes on top of the building. So we have this piece tomorrow, and then we can get it glued onto the building. And right now, just so that you can see how the building is looking, let me grab that real quick. Set that off on the side here a minute. That's our freight house. This is the track side. All these little boards in here are all scale 1x4s, 8 feet long. There's, I think, in the one video I said there's like 365 inches of 1x4s in this beast. And that's opposite from track side. And the end. And you can see where I've put the electric meter in there. And a set of stairs that matches the pictures anyway that I took. And the roof will sit on there, and we'll get it onto a base and decorate it up a little bit. Add some vegetation. There is some grass growing around it in a couple of spots, and weeds, I should say, not grass, but a couple of weeds here, there, and yonder. And I think it'll make a decent entry for Jack Jack's contest. So for now, until tomorrow, that'll do it for tonight. Thank you all for watching. We'll catch you later on. Bye-bye.
More like my own self again. Now I wear sunglasses because I want to. Ask your doctor as I expect.
Oh, focus in. Very good. Here we are again, continuing where we left off last night on the shingles. We've got one more section here to do on the roof, and then it'll be get it all put together. So just continuing on from we left off. I've got Jack's video running here in the background. Also got the TV set on, so you might be hearing that. But I like to have a little bit of noise while I'm doing things. So that's why the TV set's on. So is this going to be long enough? No, we're going to have to take the last section off here. Yeah, simple thing. Just peel the back paper off. Get it lined up with the edges. And get the first layer put down.
Especially the escape attempt scene. Some of that violence looked incredibly realistic.
That's because it was real, not part of the show. They think that guy's real.
Steal by denim, something, something. I'm gonna add 2 more crimes to your prison sentence. Stealing my heart and stealing the show. Can you sign my playbill? Caroline, get my playbill. Oh, here, hold Sophie's gender reveal envelope. Oh, and this envelope I use as a wallet, and this other envelope I use as a makeup bag. Oh, here it is.
We use my crayon. We can't have pens.
Oh, here, sign mine too. I'll put it next to that framed picture I have of you and Donald Trump when he was a liberal.
Don't about me. Who's playing me in your movie? I'm not Brad Pitt. Just one of the nose.
Well, they haven't cast it yet, but they are giving me $250,000 for my story.
It's a free ticket. Now you can start your own business.
I have my own business, in fact.
Cupcakes.
I'll admit, business has
And simple matter of
money to take our business to the next level.
line this one up with the other one.
Idea of making it a dessert bar.
And continue on up the side of the roof.
We also serve high-end cocktails. You can just say the word muddle and charge $20.
This is a fantastic idea, ladies. Wow, so great. Honey, let me grab me some water. I want to stay hydrated for tomorrow's matinee. There's talk of Robert Durst transferring in just to see it. I don't want to jinx it.
Like I said before,
Oh,
I don't put any marks on the roof. I just eyeball it.
I get it.
And so far we seem to be coming out okay.
Make out sesh?
Not every roof is perfect. So,
This whole cupcake business is not for Caroline.
Well, she's not the baker. I am. She's the idea person.
Yeah, but you had the dessert bar, right?
And you just said it was a terrific idea.
Well, as you saw, I'm a really good actor.
How do you itch my nose?
and looks like Jack has another problem up there. All the trains have stopped.
This is her big chance to get out.
He's in the process of getting ready to go to work.
Every single feeling she's having. And some of it I even listen to. What if I just ask her?
She'll only deny it. She doesn't want to hurt your feelings. That's why I'm doing it.
But she said she was happy about the dessert bar. We danced about it.
Max, listen to me. I'm her father, and I know her. And this is her big chance. You just gotta let her go.
I do?
You gotta be firm about it. She's not gonna get the message.
Like in Poltergeist, where they have to be really stern with Carol Ann or else she'll stay with the ghosts. And I'm the ghost? Max, what is going on with you? Are you alright? I'm fine. I'm just making Sophie...
So instead of forcing you to watch this whole thing,
What is going
and I have
on with you? You could
no way of speeding my camera up. I mean, it just
be there anymore if you're
shoots whatever it wants to, at whatever speed it happens to be here.
I'm doing all the work. Why don't you go get
Put one more layer on here and then I'll turn it off for a while
Rudy Giuliani?
until I get it finished. Then we'll turn it back on again.
Do not tell me you lost
and show what happens next.
I didn't lose it. I just don't have it, and I don't know where it is. We probably left it at the prison when you made me get off the playbill. Oh, so it's my fault. I know one thing you had to do you didn't do. Like a waitress at a vegan restaurant, you're bringing almost nothing to the table. The $250,000 I'm bringing to the table, that's nothing? Oh, so that's your money. There it is. So why don't you take your money and go back to Wall Street? I'll be fine. Who came up with combining desserts and alcohol? I mean, obviously you've been holding me back. I've been holding you back? You forgot to wear pants to a business meeting. Here he is.
Okay.
I just left them in the bathroom.
So that's it. We'll turn this off for the time being, and then I'll bring you back when I get it all done. Okay, a little while later, we're back at it again. I think now it's going to be time to attempt to get this roof glued onto the main building. Not sure exactly how this is going to work, but we're going to make an attempt. We're probably going to end up gluing one side, letting it dry good, and then the other side. So, let's get us some glue poured in here. Grab our toothpick. And we're going to start on this side here, which is the track side. Hopefully there's going to be enough glue on here to hold things together. But there's not much gluing surface at all. Basically the only thing that's going to be on here is the edge or the end of the rafters sitting on here to glue everything down. But this is some pretty decent glue, so hopefully we will be okay. Now the fun part is going to be getting this thing to line up like it's supposed to.
Don't you worry about the thing. Got an officer out there right now checking it.
Not. I've been thinking about shopping that day. I stood up the cop talking to anybody that cops warned him.
Or do you recall seeing anybody you thought might have been following you?
I didn't notice.
Gotta come a little bit more here.
No, it's okay, man. It's okay. It's just not your chance. You're okay. Look here, what's wrong with you?
I think that's about right.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? This dog.
Unfortunately, there's no real way to clamp this.
Yeah, because Lonnie, I was just telling you about the dog. Yes, hot tell. That's all. You ever thought about maybe going to spend a little time with somebody?
There's one who lives in Jackson. I got a
No real way to put any weight on it.
What about some friends?
So for the time being, we're going to be sitting here just holding this.
Well, have you been in touch with social services yet?
I'm not ready to talk
I wish
about
there was a way to
being raped.
put some weight on here, but with all the strange angles,
It was just a dog that ran out back.
it's going to be a little on the difficult side trying to
Pretty sure.
get this sucker to sit where it's supposed to sit.
If somebody was after your wife or your sister,
I've got a bunch of clamps, but unfortunately I tried before and the clamps are just a little bit too tight. Don't know if we can do any good with tweezers here or not. This go over here. Tweezers there help. Now, I don't know. Put another one on this side here temporarily. That'll allow me to balance this thing out enough to where it stays here. And then we can sit here and watch glue dry. Which don't really think that's going to be beneficial to watch the glue dry, but for now, that's how we're going to have to do this. So we're going to let this sit up for a couple hours, and then we'll come back and see what she looks like and get the other side glued on there. See you on the next little snippet.